We're counting down the 7 fuel-saving secrets gas stations really don't want you to know. From everyday driving habits that quietly drain your wallet, to hidden car tweaks and costly myths most drivers still believe. Each entry on this list is ranked by real-world savings and proven science. Some will challenge what you learned in driver's ed. Others could save you hundreds a year starting today. Let's kick it off with number 7. Short trips burn through gas faster than most people realize. Every time a cold engine starts, it runs on a richer fuel mixture for the first mile or two, up to 40% more fuel than when it's warm. That means running 4 quick errands, each 3 miles apart, uses far more gas than combining them into a single 12-mile loop. The math is eye-opening. 4 separate cold starts can waste about 2 extra gallons compared to 1 consolidated trip. Do that every week, and you're looking at over 100 gallons of fuel, about $350 a year, just from scattered errands. Planning ahead with a simple route or using a map app to batch stops turns a routine chore into real savings. Cold starts cost the most in the first minutes, so grouping errands is one of the easiest ways to keep more money in your pocket and less in the tank. Cracking the windows on a hot day feels like a no-brainer, but speed changes everything. At city speeds, under about 45 miles per hour in most sedans, rolling the windows down is actually more efficient than blasting the air conditioning. The drag from open windows is minimal, and the engine barely notices the extra breeze. But as the speedometer climbs, the physics flip. Studies from Oak Ridge National Lab and tests by Mythbusters show that once you hit highway speeds, especially above 55 miles per hour in a typical sedan, open windows act like a parachute, adding a surprising amount of aerodynamic drag. In SUVs and trucks, that break-even point is even higher, closer to 60 miles per hour, thanks to their already boxy shapes. The AC does use engine power, but above those thresholds, it's the lesser evil. Want to see the effect for yourself? Watch your car's instant MPG display as you switch between open windows and AC at different speeds. The difference is not just theory, it's right there on your dashboard. For the best mileage, remember, windows down when you're crawling through town, AC on when you're cruising the interstate. Modern cars come with a hidden advantage. When you coast in gear with your foot off the gas, the engine's computer shuts off fuel injection entirely. That means for those moments, your car is burning almost no fuel at all, even though the engine is still spinning. This trick works best when you look ahead and anticipate red lights or slow traffic. Instead of racing up to a stop and slamming the brakes, ease off the throttle early and let momentum do the work. Experts recommend scanning the road 10 to 15 seconds ahead. The more you can coast, the less you need to brake, and the more you tap into that fuel shutoff feature. Over time, this habit doesn't just save gas, it keeps your brakes in better shape too. Smooth drivers often go 60,000 miles before needing new brake pads, double what aggressive drivers get. That's another $200 to $400 saved in maintenance, just by reading the road and driving with a lighter touch. Coasting in gear is safe, efficient, and built into nearly every modern car. Roof racks and cargo boxes seem harmless, but their impact on your wallet is anything but invisible. At highway speeds, even an empty roof rack can cut fuel economy by 2 to 5%, according to manufacturer wind tunnel testing and real-world track runs. Add a bulky cargo box and the penalty jumps. Up to 15% more fuel burned when cruising at 65 to 75 miles per hour. That's not just a theoretical number. On a 300-mile highway drive, a typical sedan with a roof box will use about 2 extra gallons of gas, costing you around $7 more at the pump. Multiply that by a dozen road trips a year, and you're looking at $84 gone, just for leaving unused gear on your roof. Even rack companies like Thule and Yakima recommend taking off boxes when not in use. The fix is simple: remove roof racks and cargo boxes when you don't need them. If you must carry extra cargo, stash it inside the car instead. The savings start the moment you strip off the drag. Even a small drop in tire pressure quietly chips away at your fuel economy. For every single PSI below the recommended level across all 4 tires, you lose about 0.2% in gas mileage. Let that slide by 10 PSI and you're burning through roughly $50 more in fuel each year if you drive 12,000 miles at 25 miles per gallon. Most drivers never notice because tires naturally lose about 1 psi every month, and a cold snap of just 10 degrees can drop pressure by another 1 or 2. That means a perfectly inflated tire in September could be 5 to 6 psi low by January, costing you money every mile. The right pressure is printed on a sticker inside your driver's door, not on the tire itself. That number is set by your car's engineers for a reason. Underinflated tires flex more, wear out on the edges, and force your engine to work harder. Checking pressure takes less than 2 minutes with a handheld gauge, and topping up at the pump is usually free or just a handful of quarters. A quick check every week or two locks in those savings automatically. No apps or gadgets needed. Ignore it, and you're not just wasting fuel, but also shortening your tire life and risking safety. For something this simple, the payoff is immediate and constant. Letting your car idle for 5 or 10 minutes before driving might feel like a safe bet, but that advice belongs to the carburetor era. Modern engines with fuel injection reach full oil pressure in about 30 seconds. After that, every extra minute idling just burns fuel for no reason. The EPA and ASE certified technicians agree. Start your engine, wait half a minute, and then drive off gently. This warms up the engine and transmission faster than sitting still, and it gets your heater or defroster working sooner too. Idling longer doesn't help. If anything, it wastes gas and pollutes more. There are exceptions worth knowing. If you drive a classic car with a carburetor, or you're waking up to temperatures below -5 degrees Fahrenheit, a longer warm-up might be needed so oil can flow freely. But for the vast majority of cars on the road today, the 30-second rule holds true. Skip the long idle, ease into your drive, and you'll save fuel every single morning, without any extra effort or risk to your engine. Running on fumes isn't just a gamble with your schedule, it's a risk to your wallet. Deep inside your gas tank, the electric fuel pump depends on gasoline to keep it cool and lubricated. When the fuel level drops near empty, the pump loses its liquid shield. Without proper cooling, heat builds up fast, wearing out the pump's delicate components. ASE-certified technicians and fleet managers see the same pattern. Drivers who regularly let the tank run low face fuel pump failures far more often than those who keep it topped up. The repair isn't cheap. Replacing a modern in-tank pump can cost anywhere from $400 to over $1,000, depending on your vehicle. That's not counting the hassle of a sudden breakdown, towing fees, or lost time at work. But there's another hidden danger. Years of driving churn up tiny bits of dirt and rust that settle at the bottom of the tank. When you run low, the pump pulls this debris straight into the fuel filter and injectors. Clogged injectors mean rough idling, sluggish acceleration, and even more costly repairs down the line. All this from a habit that's easy to fix. The golden rule: refill your tank when you hit a quarter full. This simple change keeps the pump submerged and cool, protects your engine from sediment, and all but eliminates the risk of a surprise 4-digit repair bill. It's the single highest impact habit on this list, one that protects you from the kind of expense that wipes out years of small savings. Gas stations may not mind if you play chicken with the fuel light, but your car and your bank account certainly do. From combining simple trips to the critical habit of never letting your tank run near empty, these 7 fuel-saving secrets reveal just how much daily driving habits and small maintenance checks impact your wallet. The most shocking entry, avoiding the fuel light, shows a single oversight can cost $1,000 or more, far outweighing the incremental savings from things like tire pressure or window choice. Across all entries, a clear pattern emerges. Most fuel waste comes from overlooked routines, not just gas prices. Whether it's the outdated warm-up myth, the hidden drag from roof racks, or the 2 to 3% mileage penalty for low tire pressure, each tip is grounded in real-world data and practical action. What unites these strategies is that they're all within a driver's control. No new car or expensive gadgets needed. In the end, saving fuel isn't about secret technology. It's about knowing your car, changing a few habits, and understanding how small details add up to big dollars. That's the real truth gas stations don't want you to know.